Hey everybody, welcome back to another video here at Crypto Simple. My name is Anthony, and let's just discuss today about why Africa is a catalyst to the growth of Cardano. I've been doing a lot of research in this topic, and I'm just going to give you all of the ideas that I have in terms of this and why I think this is the case. So if you're new to this channel, just definitely click subscribe, like, comment down below. But without further ado, let's get into the video. First thing that I noticed when I was doing my research is the percentage of total adult population who do not use formal or semi-formal financial services. It's a fair amount in the world, 2.455 trillion adults. One thing I noticed is the sub-Saharan Africa region. In this case, it's around here, excluding Algeria, Morocco, Libya, Tunisia. 80% of individuals, which is 326 million adults, are either they don't use any formal or semi-formal financial services. That's a big amount, right? Obviously, there's a lot more in Southeast Asia and South Asia, but the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because Cardano was really targeting this actual market. The one thing I wanted to mention as well is before I continue on with Cardano is just the country of Africa and what they're trying to do, right? So on April the 2nd of 2019, they have already successfully have 22 countries to ratify the African Continental Free Trade Area. So in other words, Africa is trying to create the next European Union, right? Where there's going to be one single currency union. Okay. The reason why I'm mentioning that is because look at the market size, guys. 2.3 trillion, right? That's as of June 2018. And definitely I think Cardano can impact that immensely, right? So next slide I wanted to just mention is look how big Africa is, guys. Where this is the size of the United States, some European countries here, Portugal, Spain, France, Germany, Italy, Europe, Eastern Europe, India, China is included, Japan, even the UK. So it just goes to show how big Africa is and the potential of it. So let me get off this slide and let's just talk about this, where I was reading an article on Forbes and how blockchain in Africa is rising, right? So the world is undergoing a technological development. As we know, it's the fourth industrial revolution. It's all about blockchain. And I'm sure you know, this is where I got the slide as well. If you were wondering where I got all the images, I'll put the descriptions down below. But one thing that I wanted to mention is Walla. Okay, so Walla it's just an African company. So the CEO, which is Tricia Martinez, crypto will be adopted globally in the Western market. It's not solving an active problem in Africa where cash is king. Crypto is a beacon of light for consumers. If designed correctly, consumers will adopt it aggressively, right? So it just goes to show that there is a need for cryptocurrency. But take a look at what Wall is doing. It provides a multi-chain solution utilizing both Ethereum for its smart contracts capabilities and Stellar for its payment processing for over 150,000 users. So a company like this is already trying to tackle this issue. But let's not discount Cardano. This is why I think Africa is a catalyst to their growth. IOHK, Cardano Foundation, Charles Hoskinson understands this. They're leading they want to lead the initiative on the continent, right? John O'Connor, who's set up in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. Charles Hoskinson mentions his name all the time. They want to expand to Uganda, Kenya, and South Africa. And I'm going to mention one thing about what the Cardano Foundation has mentioned very shortly. And in other words, what they're trying to do is tackle the country lacks a legacy system, right? Legacy infrastructures. Countries that stand to benefit the most from this new technology, right? Because without new actual legacy systems and actual infrastructures that we take, if you're in a Western country like myself, we take it for granted. But there are some countries where there's a lot of politicians who, there's a lot of corruption, unfortunately, right? And they want to tackle this head on. First thing that they're mentioning is the supply chain, and they're actually doing tests right now, right? So the future potential impact for Cardano is for business processes, land titling, healthcare, public transportation, and of course payments. So in other words, they're going to be trying to compete with Walla themselves, right? So they understand this is Cardano's competition within Africa. Obviously, once Gogan and Shelley are released, then they can actually start to fight this battle. But I do have some faith in Cardano, and here's another reason. So, November 21st of 2019, very recently, I'm back. I can't pronounce his last name, Azim Kanov. Okay, I'm just gonna say it that way. Pretty much, he's a marketing director for the Cardano Foundation. They're going to work with African nations to develop blockchain governance. Reason why I'm mentioning that and why it's so important is because they expanded their reach to 54 countries on the African continent to build blockchain governments to future-proof the region's sustainable growth and development. What does that mean? Remember when we were reading one thing, which is they lack a legacy infrastructure? Look at Cardano, man. They're already reaching the 54 countries in Africa. They are already the world's leading nonprofit blockchain organization, helping law-making bodies and policymakers, not only in Europe and Asia, but now in Africa, right? They want to shape legislation and commercial standards. The reason why is the CEO or the chairperson, Nathan Kaiser, legislation is the key to the adoption of real use cases of blockchain. Because if legislation in favor of Cardano, then they can actually build a fair amount of systems, legacy infrastructures, payment processors, you name it, they'll be able to build it because they have the law with them. Okay, so their aim is to help African nations to shape legislative commercial standards while ensuring accountability because blockchain is that type of industry. Right? Cardano was poised. That's why I'm saying Africa is the catalyst to the growth of Cardano is because they can solve an immense need for a continent, right? And look how big they are, man. Africa is huge. So that's just a quick video that I wanted to just make today here. If you really did enjoy it, definitely click subscribe, comment down below, and if you have any constructive criticism, let me know as well on the chat there. And until next time, take care.